ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Prime, an acoustic session where it gives an opportunity for music artists to express their musical attributes to the world. Today on our show, we have a very special guest. We can call him a music artist, a mentor. He runs a record label. He has his own clothing line, and almost an entrepreneur. Welcome to the show, Rychus.
Yes, my love is for me and you. Yes, your love is for you and me. Can't wait to say these 3 much words. Close your eyes, baby. I love you. Can't wait to get married. Can't wait to get on one knee. Can't wait to call you my baby. Can't wait to call you my wife.
Welcome to the show, Rychus.
Thank you for having me.
If you can just introduce yourself, go ahead.
Well, I'm Rychus Ryter. My real name's Jonathan, and my music name's Rychus Ryter. That's what everyone knows me by.
So, what made you start music? What inspired you to start music?
What inspired me to do music is my father. My father's I could say my biggest role model, because he was a musician as well. When I was born, he was a musician, and he influenced me in music, literally by force.
So apart from your father, who else would you say is your role model in music?
In music, I wouldn't really say I have a role model in music. I wouldn't say that. If you find it weird, but it's not.
So where'd you get when you make your music, because I know that you produce your own music, so what inspires you? Where'd you get your inspiration from?
Everyday life, things that we go through, situations, scenarios, even today, me being in the interview now, this would inspire me to do something.
Every Christian has this moment, that special life-changing moment when we say, I encountered God for myself. Can you talk about that experience for you personally?
I think when I encountered God personally for myself, I was around 16 years old. Around 16, literally, because to me going to church was literally every Sunday, just follow your parents to church. So I knew God, but I didn't really have a relationship with God. But when I hit the age of 16, I was like, you know what, there's more to this life. And I was searching for something in this world that I couldn't find, and I found it in Christ. So that's when that encounter happened with me. It was just something supernatural. You can't really explain it by words, but it's just a feeling that came inside of me. Said, right, I need to know God and have a personal relationship with Him. And once I started,
conviction.
Yeah, conviction. I could say, conviction.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into a bit of into what you do business-wise. We know that you have a very successful clothing line, which is I'm on the Lord's side. Tell me a bit more. How did that start?
To be honest, a lot of people ask me a lot of things start for me. How everything starts, you know what? It's just I did it for myself. To be honest, I just wore a T-shirt I wanted to wear. I'm on the Lord's side, because becoming Christian for me was, before the life I used to live was the life that we call roadside in London. So I thought, right, you know what? Let me switch it up and just put Lord's side. So I just went and made a T-shirt one day and put I'm on the Lord's side on it. And I went to an event, and literally everyone went crazy and wanted a T-shirt, and that's how the clothing line started. So there was no promotion, there was no business mind behind it, nothing. It was just a simple idea. So I could say it's just an idea inspired by God. Yeah.
Okay, let's go into your charity work. I know that you go to schools, you go to prisons, you go to hospitals, you mentor younger people. Tell us about that. How did that start? How did you go about it? What do you do exactly?
Yeah, well, away from music, I like to spend my time giving to kids that are maybe unfortunate, and giving back to my community. As we're here now in the studio, the reason that you're in this studio is because I got the studio obviously for myself to record music, but I wanted to offer an opportunity for other young people that are coming off the streets, something to do in a place like this. It's good for them to come and record some music, maybe express themselves in a different way so they can come off the streets. And I like to do mentoring in the schools. I'm not a teacher. A lot of people think that I'm a teacher when I go to school, so they call me sir for some reason, but I'm not a teacher. And I just mentor them and just give them basically the experiences that I have in my life, just try and share it with them, and those that can relate, I just try and help them in the ways that they need helping.
I know that what you do, these activities that you do, must have a huge impact on those that those that you reach out to. But how does it make you feel? What is the fulfillment that you have within yourself?
Yeah, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm proud of myself when I say, right, you know what, I'm quite proud of myself that I'm doing this, because, you know, it's by God's grace that I'm doing this. It's not like I never saw myself when I was growing up being able to do this, but I always had a vision knowing that I could inspire people in another way, but I never knew how. So I'm just thankful for this opportunity, that the blessings that God's given me, I can bless others as well. And the reason I love doing it is because I want to see not just myself do well, I want to see everyone around me do well as well.
So do you believe that this is your God-given purpose?
Yeah, definitely. Because it's not something that I planned to be this way. I didn't plan it. No promotion behind it. Like I said, everything just kicked off, just like that.
Okay, we've spoken about your achievements, you know, what you've been successful with, but let's talk about your regrets, your mistakes. What has not gone so well for Rychus?
Yeah, some mistakes. The biggest, I wouldn't say mistake, but the thing that I really regret is that sometimes people forget that I'm human, that I can also make mistakes. Like, because everyone thinks, oh, Rychus Ryter, and they look at me like to say I'm supposed to be perfect, 100%, like, and it's like, whoa, I'm human just like you. I'm gonna make mistakes, I'm gonna fall down, and that's how I'm gonna get myself back up and learn. And sometimes it's quite hard that some people don't understand that. So that's unfortunate, because being in the position I'm at, a lot of people look up to me, and some people look up to me, and it's kind of like pressure, and I don't like that sort of pressure. I want people to understand that, you know what, I'm just a human just like you. Yeah.
So Rychus, a little birdie told me that you recently turned down a record deal for £100,000. Please, let's go into that. You know, what pushed you to turn down this opportunity? You know, did people support you in this decision? You know, do you regret the decision that you made? You know, that's a lot of money for such a young person. Let's talk about that.
So one of the questions I thought I really didn't want to come up, but it's fine. Yeah. You know what? I turned it down because I believe I've got a vision and a purpose, and the deal was good money-wise. I could say, yeah, you know, it's quite life-changing, because I mean, the time we're living now, 100k at my age is a lot of money, but it wasn't good with what I'm trying to do and what God's called me to do. So yeah, it wasn't going to work out. So
you're quite solid in your morals, and you're very solid in your principles, and even though this very big opportunity, like you said, for someone of your age, £100,000 is a lot, but you decided to turn it down simply because of what you stand for.
Yeah, what I stand for.
And that's something to be, I highly respect you for that. I think it obviously took a lot of courage. And obviously, okay, what about the people around you? Were people supportive of this decision?
Nah, not everyone. That's the thing. Like I said, some people said, oh, you must have too much money to turn that down. Some people think I'm silly. Some people, like, there was family disputes, and, you know, sometimes you have someone wants this, someone wants that, and yeah, it's just crazy. Like, basically,
yeah, but
not everyone was happy.
You made that decision for you.
Yeah, I made that decision for me, because of my salvation and what I believe in, not based on anyone else. Like, when I had to make that decision, I literally had to lock myself up in a room for a week. Like, no one would see me, no one would understand what I'm going through, and just literally said, God, like, what am I supposed to do in this situation? And I knew that it wasn't the one for me. And even after that, there was other opportunities as well that I had to say no to as well. But yeah, that for me, that was a big thing for me this year that's happened that I had to say no to. But I know with God's time, you know, there's going to be better opportunities and better things to come. Yeah.
Of course. Okay, great. You know, so we've spoken about, you know, what you've been successful in, what you've achieved, and we've also spoken about, you know, the mistakes that you've made along the way. You know, I want you to give a message to all the young people that are watching you right now. You know, all the young people that would love to be in your shoes, that would love to, you know, have their own clothing line, you know, that would love to be in a studio that, you know, that we're in, like the one that we're in at the moment. You know, what is the message that you've got for the young people?
Yeah, you know, don't try and be like Rychus. Let's try and be like Jesus. What would Jesus do? As everyone says. And yeah, man, just, you know what, believe in what you're doing, believe in yourself, and try your best to achieve your goals. And if you've got a vision, carry it through, no matter what people say about you, no matter the mistakes that you make, just keep going, and you know, one day you get there.
So you believe that this is your God-given purpose?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, Rychus. You've been wonderful. You've been a wonderful guest.
Thank you for having me.
All right, then. And I can't wait to see the acoustic.
Yeah.
All right, great.
It's your boy boy Rychus Ryter. Right now you're locked into Genesis, the origins of all beginnings. Yeah, shout out to the Genesis crew. Big man on the guitar, R.O. Yeah. Okay. Shout out to the Genesis movement. Exclusive 2015, 2000 and something different. Look. Okay. I ain't trying to live a life of getting by. I'm sick and tired of seeing mumsy work 9 to 5. 2 jobs and still can't afford rent. No mortgage, ain't bought a yard yet. Look, but I gotta love the struggle, cause that's the only thing that really keeps me humble. From the pride to the greed, no that's not us. I wear my heart on my sleeve, they're gonna know us. My vision's big, it's only visible to those of sight. A blind man can't lead a blind man, cause that ain't right. This is a new beginning, call it a fresh start. I'm crossing over now, letting out what's in my heart. And if it was for money, the music would've changed. I'm hearing talks about me, I guess things never change. But that's life, I'ma still live it to its fullest. Celebrating new beginnings now, watch me do it. Yeah. Genesis, make sure you all support. Look. Hey yo, from Tugsy to Taser, now I'm Rychus Ryter. From roadside to lordside, the future's looking brighter. You wanna hold my past against me? That's a minor, I just followed the captain. You can call me gospel grinder. I'm a soldier for Christ like commander, sowing seeds like a farmer. A man of God first, and the music comes after. And I'm a servant, a grafter. Elohim El Shaddai, believe that's my master. Look. Put my faith in man, I'm forever with Christ. I am a Christian man, on the Lord's side fam. And I've come a long way, and that's why I say look, the hard work, all paid off. Blood, sweat and tears, no days off. But sometimes I felt like giving up, but my popsy never showed me how to be a bum. Alright, now I'm gonna switch it up for you guys. This is exclusive to the Genesis show. Make sure you support them. Real life issues. Listen to the words. Never judge a book by its cover. Look. Let me tell you a story about Susie. She met this guy while she was at uni. And this guy, you told her he loved her, but a couple years later he started to beat her. And the story gets even deeper, to the extent where this guy would. I don't really understand why, cause this girl was faithful, no lie. She was what you call wifey material, had a right from her mind, good principles. She was working and earning, looked happy but inside she was hurting. Now Susie gave up on church, she was like what's the point, what's the worth? She knew she had to seek God first, but instead put her feelings first. Now tell me who is to blame? Is it her? Is it God? Is it the guy? Or is it the fact that Susie rushed into things? Now she's raising her youth on her own. She's gone back to her parents' home, cause she can't do it on her own. But she don't realise that she ain't alone. She's got the Lord by her side, but His love she's choosing to fight. She even wants to commit suicide, cause she feels like she's wasted her life. Locks herself up so no one hears. She's all up in tears, cause of the pain she's going through. And this is all due to, yeah. Right now you're locked into Genesis, bringing you some exclusive bars. Coming soon, 2015. Big shout out to the whole movement. Man like R.O. Yeah. Make sure you support the TV, the channel, Genesis. Doing big things, big UK movement. Pumping that gospel, 2000 and something different.
That was The Prime with me, Hilary Jennifer. Thank you for watching us, and I would like to call out an invitation for all those music artists. Also, if all those that may have any questions or queries, please don't hesitate to contact us. I'd like to thank the whole of the Genesis team, and for today, that is us.